Marriage is an institution where you commit yourself 100% to your partner. And you have faith that your partner cares for you as much as you care for your partner. These two things are very essential. One is having the confidence your partner is caring for you. Do not question by their behavior, their intention to care for you. If you do it, you are putting yourself down. Do not put your partner in a position to prove himself or herself to you about their love and commitment for you. This is very embarrassing situation for the spouse. If they have to prove again and again have to prove their commitment to you or their love for you, it is such a burden on them. It is stifling. That is when they start to move away from you. Oh, enough is enough. I don't want to prove. Because see, the doubts that come your mind, the doubts that you get in your mind is your own making. Your prana goes down and you get doubts, and for small petty things you start doubting the good intention of your spouse. And you must understand the expression of men and women are different. Men express their emotions differently, women express their emotions differently. But when women wants men to express their emotions the way she wants, she will always be grumbling. Similarly, if man thinks the woman should not express the way she is expressing, he will not have peace of mind. So you must understand you have certain limitation for expressions. And don't demand expression of love. Take it for granted, it is there. And go with the commitment. You have committed and that's it. And not picture a rosy a movie type of scenario. You know, rosy scenario you make in your mind, and you think, oh, forever we will be in love and express the way you were doing in the beginning of your marriage or before your marriage. After marriage, these things, expression die down. The feelings change. Feelings cannot be the same unless until you are enlightened. Your feelings keep their own heights, they go into their own lows. And so you need to understand, adjust and accept that feelings change. And don't base your relationship on feelings, but only on commitment, on values, and on, from an intellectual perspective, for a bigger vision or cause in life. And one more thing is, stop policing each other. You know, when you are in love with someone, you want to know everything about them. And this is where, when people who are deeply in love with their spouse start policing them. Oh, where did you go? What did you do? Whom did you talk? When you are laughing or talking with somebody, why did you laugh? What did you talk? When you start policing like this, it becomes so stifling for the other partner. And when you feel stifling, then you definitely want to move away from there. In any relationship, two things comes up. One is respect, another is love. You need both. If you think your partner has no respect for you, your love will also diminish. No, respect needs distance or an elevation. You respect somebody, they should be above you. Or you have respect someone, there is some distance. But with love, it can neither tolerate the parity of heights. In love, you want to be one. And love cannot stand the distance. Love wants to know everything. Respect needs a little space. Love cannot tolerate space. So these are the conflicting thing between love and respect. So when people are in love, they start losing respect. When they lose respect, they lose love also. And then this whole thing falls apart. It's my observation. So when you stop policing and give space to each other, view them with the respect, you will see your love for the person increases and their respect and love for you also goes up. Yeah? The mind is such, small things. It can just make a big, that's why it's called Maya. You create a mountain out of a mouse hole. Nothing. And you make, you don't love me, you don't know. You live in your own world and the other person does not even know or understand what's happening to you. We have become too self-centered. We care less for others. We care for only ourselves. And we want to get what we can out of marriage instead of seeing it as a sacred institution where you have to contribute rather than grab your own pleasure. So people fall in love, they appreciate their good qualities. But how long does it stay? A little while later, their other side comes into picture. When the attraction dies down in a little while, a few months, few years, attraction dies down, then demand begins. Then flaws appear much stronger. You see the flaws in them much more. And that takes over you. Yeah. So aggression comes. Anger comes, aggression comes, and that is the breaking point. In the previous era, generations, people would respect each other and they submit to each other. Those two things. If one is respecting, other is submitting, will be clash. If both submit to each other and both respect each other, it takes you to another plane of more stability. So they each understood their limitations, and they understood others' limitation also and accepted it. And on top of it, they had social and moral responsibilities to society. And they have religious duty to perform. So when your life is programmed in many dimensions, you have very little time to sit and argue with your spouse. Maybe that is one reason they were much more stable. So the social fabric was such that it kept the marriage or the families intact.